The Sarlacc Digest, the long-running live stream podcast digesting Star Wars topics for over 1,000 years. Join them for all the latest news, rumors, and theory crafting with none of the drama or the bullshit. Live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube. And don't forget the Sarlacc Toy Chest, covering all the newest Star Wars toy releases and news from Hasbro, Hot Toys, Jakks Pacific, and more. Live every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Be there and keep it nerdy.
Plasticnews.com. All the latest from Hollywood. Toys. Gaming. Comics. And anything pop culture. Plasticnews.com. Don't forget the IQ. Plasticnews.com.
He was the first person to say, we should put comic books in plastic cases and grade them. He told George Lucas to hold on to the merchandising rights, and 3 3/4 would be the perfect scale for the figures. When the owner of Playmates Toys asked him how to compete with the big guys, he gave him his extra copy of TMNT #1. He is the most important collector in the universe.
I don't always need a grail, but when I do, I go to holygrailtoys.com. Keep hunting, my friend.
You're watching a Syndicate program.
What's up? Good morning and good afternoon, everybody in the chat. We see you. Thank you for being here. Look, guys, to be honest, there's a lot that's going to be happening while we're live, and so we're trying to figure it all out as we're going. So we may or may not find it all, but hey, this is going to be good. I am your lovely, gorgeous, sexy host, along with Alexander Thunderous Storm. How are you doing, fine sir?
Hey, doing good this morning. We are running into a couple of technical issues on our other sites, so we apologize again. Hopefully, they'll get this crap figured out with everybody, won't they?
Yeah, they will. They should. Look, we have a lot we got to get over. What do we want to do? We just want to jump into this. I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, let's roll into the intro, then we'll come back.
All right.
Ay, I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good.
Well, if you haven't been pre-ordering, you got to start because the first drop already just happened.
Yep, absolutely. And normally we would go into a bunch of things for the members, and we would talk to the chat and everything. But here's the thing: we're gonna get you right up to date, and then we're gonna hit the chat as we go through because there's something that's actually dropping right now. Again, we're gonna We're not going to go through the integral rundown of all the stuff that's going on this morning. We're just going to hit the pre-order alert. So let's go directly into it because we know that this is happening right now. So boom, this morning popped in. If you haven't started ordering your Mondo and Grogu stuff, you better start ordering it right now. It's dropping right now live 10 a.m. on the Pacific and 1 p.m. on the East Coast. They've got a couple of waves for the Black Series, Mondo, a couple other some troop builders, and obviously Sigourney Weaver as her main character. So make sure you guys are going over there right now. You know, you guys open up a secondary screen, go over to Hasbro Pulse, get these. I don't know about the Mondo and Grogu, how fast it's going to sell out, because obviously, you know, they've made several different versions of this, but you never know with the movie hype, chat.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, the thing that's crazy too is that the Mondo Grogu figure is also on the vintage collection. The vintage collection ATRT is very tempting for me, but look, this figure, it's great. It's a little bit more than your average one. If you're doing the Black Series, it's 34.
Yeah.
And if you're doing the vintage collection, I think it's like 27. But yeah, these are great. A lot of these showed up, and people thought that they weren't real, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're real. What I am excited for is to hear about this on the toy chest on Monday, though.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that on Monday at 5:30 p.m. But we just wanted to let all of our viewers know out there who are into the Star Wars, actually make sure you're buying that. And actually, same thing too. Vintage popped up too. You know, you got Mondo, obviously there. The great look with Grogu. I'm thinking that the reason why it's costing a little bit more is due to Grogu. You know,
Yeah,
because they're adding them in as an extra figure or something at that point. So.
yeah. I mean, well, not to mention too that he does come with a lot of stuff on that as well. So
Yeah.
um,
And I'll just hit up Dark Mucha right quick. He says the Mondu fig should be available. I don't think these will sell out. I don't think so either, but we wanted to let everybody know just in case. And the same thing with your ATRT with the driver. That's actually up right now over at Hasbro Pulse. Some fan channels, again, we don't know if they're going to sell out or not, but we wanted to keep you guys informed with the up to the minute pre-order. So we'll go back to a couple ones again. Black Series. There's a wave up right now over in Hasbro Pulse on the fan channels. I don't know Amazon because I didn't hear anything about Amazon. I just heard about the fan channels. I would think at one point they would try to get in on this, especially with this being a huge movie. So Black Series, Vintage Collection, a wave that's actually popped up today. And then the ATRT with driver. So, and that's also in the Vintage Collection. So again, right now they're dropping on Hasbro Pulse, on Big Bad Toy Store, on Entertainment Earth. Make sure you guys are going over there and checking it out.
I would like to point out a rumor that I'm going to start here, but in the background of the Black Series, well, I think for both the Mando Grogu, they do have an AT-AT that is down behind him. So, you know, I'm just saying.
Also, too, the one thing that I like about the ATRT, the stand, this one's starting to come with the flight stand. So, you know, in order to stand it up a little bit more. So that's actually kind of cool. So
yeah, I'm into that.
Yeah, so wanted to get you guys up to the order on that. And you know, hey, we'll hit up the old mailbag. We'll pull this down from the screen and we'll hit up the old mailbag and see how everybody's doing this morning. And we'll hit it up. Everything. Stu John Jedi. Hasbro is having a surprise TBS drop today at 1 p.m. Details in the Syndicate Discord. Thank you, Stu John. It is. And actually, head over there if you're not a member of the Discord. Pre-order links. I'm sure Scully's up this morning knocking out pre-order links, or Stu John or whoever's over there. So definitely do that and everything. Good afternoon from the future, Commander Bly. All right. And you also, Stu John wants to know also the Vintage Collection. Yes, it is. We've got Star Wars in Brew. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon to you. Friday the 13th. And it's unlucky for our pocketbooks. I hope everybody else has pretty good luck out there. Got Rhino Hobbies. Good morning, sir. And again, Darth Mooch, happy Friday the 13th and everything again for our pocketbooks. It's starting to get We got the if you're having a heart attack from pre-order stuff this morning, we got a doctor with a defibrillator. Dr. Brentley, good morning, everyone. And there's Random Hobbies. I got so excited for the ATRT, I had to buy the AliExpress one for the Black Series yesterday. Okay. Like I said, I'm wondering if you're actually getting that or you're getting something else. Is it like Temu, where you're hoping you get something and it doesn't come through?
No, I mean the pictures of them so far, they've been posting them in the channel. They look great on the Discord.
Yeah, Stu
So
John wants to let us know that the ET driver is getting hit hard. And this is man, I already have a ton of April 1st pre-orders already. And it's gonna happen to more.
it's just gonna get worse today. That's all it is.
Max Rubel says, sorry I'm late. No, you're just on time, sir. It's just on time. The real world right now. Sorry, boys. I made it. Had to get my pre-orders in. Good. That's what we wanted everybody to do this morning. Judge Dredd, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
We got some Be Some. How you doing this morning, sir? Hope everything's going all right with you.
Friday.
You got Patty Atkins, it's like Friday, fun day 2 times. I know it seems like you guys don't get enough of us. We like to just spread it out all day.
It never ends.
Like I said, just for Friday the 13th. I know, man. Everybody's got this Friday the 13th spectacle and everything. And Max Rebo wants to know those AliExpress figs are not like strawberry shortcake. I do not inhale the fumes.
Good to know. Good to know.
There you go. So hold on, let me get back to the slides here. But I want to actually go back to the beginning. So we rolled this up this morning. All right. Well, we already hit you with some pre-order alerts. So hopefully you guys are headed over to Hasbro Post and any of your fan channels, Big Bad Toy Store. But again, Darth Moocher does not believe he's going to sell out. If you do want to get more up to the minute, all the special reveals and everything else, and the more condensed, you got to tune in Monday to the Sarlacc Toy Chest at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll go over all that stuff on Monday, but we just wanted to get your stuff out to you. Well, this morning we got some Mondo. Mondo dropped some stuff this week. We got some Marvel Legends. Well, you saw if you catched us on Tuesday with our live reaction Marvel Legends stream. We're going to go over a couple of things on that. We got Mezco dropping some stuff. G.I. Joe Classified he had to drop yesterday for Mr. Larry Hama. Then we've got some Hot Toys. Yep. It seems like the Galactic Points want to spend your money. And we got some Super 7 Deluxe, Cartoon Deluxe, actually. Some Joy Toy. That. And then this is the thing also that's hitting us this morning. If you were up at 9 a.m. Pacific and a little bit earlier on the East Coast, you would have seen that Factory Entertainment had some stuff. We'll go over that. So we'll hit this up. We'll go through the stuff again. This is the one that we also want to hit you with another pre-order alert. WWE Jesse the Body Ventura. And everyone's basically using this as your Predator figure, because a lot of people are saying this is from the same era. He's got the hat and everything else. So he's got that look. So I've even seen a couple of photos taken with the Predator and this character. And I think Mattel Creations actually did put a photo up on their socials with him and a Predator. I thought that was kind of interesting. But Jesse the Body Ventura, if you were up at 9 a.m. on the Pacific Coast and an hour before on the East, then you're going over to Mattel Creations. The Ultimate Editions, I don't know if this one's selling right out, because Mattel Creations doesn't have the greatest track record with selling stuff out. I think if this was like maybe across Amazon and a bunch of other places, that might have a chance. So I don't know if you need to rush over there. Chet, you want to check and see if that's still up on for pre-order this morning?
Yes, sir.
But that's at a price range of $45. It's an Ultimate Edition, and just like early in the week, or actually towards the early in the week, we were there was the pre-order drop for the Final Boss Rock figure that sold out immediately, and then it went back up, and everyone was having problems. So the Ultimate Editions are the rare ones. I know Chet and I were in the a Target one time, and there was a employee that was stocking the shelves, and the first thing that she was telling us was like, I constantly have to come back and stock these Ultimate characters because they always sell out. This is a little premium one. They usually have some soft goods, multiple different hands, different heads. This one comes with a mic and everything else. So, this is really good. So, chat, what do you say? Is it still up for pre-order? Or is it sold out already?
Still up. Link is in the chat.
There you go. And this one, the packaging is a little different because normally they have like a flat box and everything, and this one's a little bit more pristine. So every now and time they do it. I think they did it. I think they nailed it, man. And if you were watching the WWE in those days, which was called WWF at that moment, he was a commentator with Vince McMahon in the early days. So, this is a great looking figure. And then he went on to Hollywood, and then he became governor. And, a lot of things. So I'm sure this is a sought after figure, but I think they did a really good job of his likeness. This does look like best see the body.
I was talking to Scully in the Discord, and I was saying they should do like current versions of these wrestlers.
If they did, I don't know if anybody buy them.
Well, I would.
The current versions of them, they look pretty beat up.
Yeah, I'd buy them.
That'd be the broken edition. Bodies all torn apart and everything.
Yeah,
I'll hit this up. The Rhino Lukeness Monster did a review of the Black Series ATRT from Bell's Toys, and it looks solid. Oh, okay, all right, good. Student Jenna, I'm gonna hold out for the Jesse the Mind Ventura. And let's see. Somebody needs to make all the actors from the Predator movies. I don't know. That would be interesting. I thought maybe NECA might do something like that. I don't know if you're ever going to get that. I would love to see Across the Line. I think that's one of those franchises that definitely you need all of the characters from Dutch to all the rest of the characters. That would be a great look, but I don't know if we're going to ever see that.
Yeah,
it'd be cool. It'd be cool if we did. Also, we'll go back up to the slides. Yes, that's right. This morning, let you know this is our little icon right here. Your wallets are on fire. Yes, they hit us with some major fire this week, and it seemed like everything. And guys, tonight also watch on Pixel Plastic Inc. because we're gonna have a whole bunch of actual stuff that's popping down from Transformers. They hit us with some stuff this morning. They had a whole bunch of stuff. Man, I can't believe all of the items and everything that was coming off of that one.
There was so much on that. There's so much coming off of that, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, we've got Toy Fair this weekend. So all of the updates and everything else like that, we'll try to hit some of that stuff, the free stuff tonight. But as we're going through today, we'll see what's also popping up this morning.
And again, if you're in the Discord, a lot of people are posting all the updated info that's coming out. Like we have images of package reveals for all the Studio 86 reveals, so it's popping off.
Hit this up. The Hulk looks like the worst ghost. Yeah.
Hey.
I don't think they'll be able to do that right. Wow. Yeah, wow. They kind of hit that stuff up this morning. That's going to the bottom of the barrel for that one, too, Sean. Yes, I'm just going to say it. F reaction figures. Oh, you don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff. Before we even get into stuff, the one thing that got me, and we were all laughing about this yesterday, right, was I don't understand the Law and Order reaction figures. That just didn't make any sense. That announcement was like, we got Law and Order. That was the strangest one that came across, man.
Like I told you, you're at someone's house that's learning how to cook spaghetti, and they grab the big bunch of noodles, and then they threw whatever at the wall, and whatever's going to stick is what they're going to focus on. There is no one in the world was like, I need Law and Order action figures. Nobody.
Again, it's like, look, man, I love me some Briscoe, but I don't know if I need that. I just saw that and I said, what are they doing? Like, remember when they were going through all the trouble and we were saying, like, they should cut down on licenses? Well, they seem to like tripled up, not doubled up. They seem to have tripled up.
Yeah, they went crazy. I don't know. I doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
yep. They made Dutch.
I remember that from the Predator, so I remember that. Yep. We've got over on Kick, low battery guy. Good morning. Let's see. Oh, Commander Blyant's also for everybody out there. That's happy early Valentine's Day. I like to just take a moment of silence to you because while this week was breaking your bank when it comes to the cash, it
gonna
ain't
get
nothing
worse.
like what's going to happen tomorrow. It's like you thought you had some pre-order nightmares before and everything else like that. I'm just gonna do this one more on the screen and everything. We'll put this back up and everything. That wallet on fire. Then we're gonna have to put a double symbol tonight with a heart around it.
Yeah.
That's what's
Mud
going on.
Scuffer, what's up over on Instagram? Welcome in. Welcome in.
Hey, good morning, sir. Good morning. So,
Yeah.
let's hit up the first one right here. Mondo, pre-order the Beast.
Yep.
And wow, this is a multi one. Now, here's the point. At this time, he's still not up for pre-order. They're stating a later date, but just keep that in mind that there's a bunch of stuff popping through the weekend. They did give us a price on this, and it is up on the Mondo website. It's just not up for order. This one's going to suck, though, because this is the limited to 1,500 version. You and I know Rad's the only person who gets this.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't like these, so he doesn't collect them.
I know, but he's the only person that if there's a shot in the dark of somebody getting this, the 1,500, this will be him. If he's able to pre-order that in. So, but yeah, like you're saying, he doesn't get that. Also, hit this up. Let's see if you're not in the Discord. What are you waiting for? I know, Max Rebo. I know. Let's see.
I don't know.
Don't have Discord or any other app other than YouTube. Yeah, well, we'll keep you up to the minute here, sir. We'll keep you up to the minute. Again, man, the pricing's always giving me. What's up, Dead Man? What's going on?
Dead Man, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I don't know. I think 255 is a little steep, but I will tell you that, like, you're not going to be upset at the quality at all. Rocco the Gray, what is up, brother? Thanks for stopping in.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Hit that like button, like he says. That's how it works. I think that you're not going to be disappointed with this. I think that you would have where this makes sense is if you have been collecting the entire 97 line.
Yeah, true.
I think they did a great job. They do a really good job. These all photograph very well. So if you've been collecting, this is worth it. Yeah, Mondo be like, F your wallet. Yep, exactly. Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So I think this is good. If you're somebody that has these, like I said, it's good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's here's the thing that if you think about it, they've done Storm, they've done Jean Grey, they've done Cyclone. That's a pretty expensive X-Men version. Now, do they look great? Fantastic. They look great. It's just like I said again, it's a level just too much when it comes to the purchasing on that. But again, I like that he comes. Look, the accessories, you can't complain about the accessories.
Yeah, claim it as a write-off for Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
We have done that.
We have done that. So
we have done that actually way too many times. Actually,
yeah. Look, yeah, man. The best one they released was Rogue. So
you know what? The Storm one I kind of dug as well. Again, they do great jobs. The accessories are fantastic. I like that he comes with the the lab coat and you can have it without it. Again, there's a lot of stuff with it. I'm not just when it gets to the 225 mark and everything. I think once I start getting over like 150, I really got to ask, like, really do I want this? Because again, you and I've talked about this, is that they normally just become like almost statues for you.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, you may mess around with them a little bit. I can't even write off my dogs.
And he's right. They are dependents. They have their own room.
They do have their own room. Yeah. Ultimately, whatever we collect, which is funny.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, right? You have to be excited about collecting it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's where you get into this thing where people fight back and forth about, like, this is stupid to collect. Like, nothing's dumb to collect if you like to collect it. But what you have to ultimately realize is that it all ends up doing the same thing, which is sitting on a shelf. So, ultimately, figure it out from there.
And, and it rolls down to, it's like, hey man, never let anybody tell you what to collect. It's all on you. Whatever you like, man. And this is just one where, like, I know some people are hyped with the Mondo characters. I love a lot of the Batman the Animated. I mean, if you prefer the scale of 1/6, then this is over a hot toy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. I would agree with that. I think I like the way that Mondo does the 1/6 scale more than I do Hot. I think I think Hot Toys. I'm not taking anything away from Hot Toys, but Mondo has been just really, really hitting it out of the park with their 1/6 scale. So,
and I'll say the difference between the two is that my Hot Toys, even though they're more soft goods and everything else, they are kind of fragile, and the Mondo stuff. I mean, yeah,
but
yeah.
I like that he calls out Fing Fing Foom, but
he
not
does
like
got it though, man.
not like the Street Fighter cab. It's just like,
this is what happens when you start flexing behind you.
That's not flex. I just had no. Yeah.
Yeah, they start seeing all these builder figures in the back and everything. You open yourself up for that. So, so we, again, like what you like, collect what you collect, and I love this with Commander Vices. Yeah, the 1/6 saw that, but also hit up this as well. There are different levels to the hobby, but this is not for me, and that's what it is. It's just a different level, man. If some people are into it, that's great, man. Some people are a lot and everything else like that. And then Max Reed once said, unless you want to collect McFarlane, then you're that's just wrong. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, hold on, pull this up. This is I read that really wrong. I had to put my glasses on. Thanks. Yeah, well, all right. So we got Mondo that happened early in the week. Hopefully, if you pay attention to the Mondo website, also check over on plasticnews.com or any of your trusted news sources, and they'll let you know when it's dropping. I do think that's actually because whenever they show the tease, they put the character up, but this is that limited to 1,500. They may be waiting until just after Toy Fair, maybe to drop that, or it could happen during Toy Fair. You never know, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't know why they would wait, but hey, it is what it is.
All right, so we'll hit this up. Actually, again, Marvel Legends started off the week and they dropped a bunch of stuff. Now, also to be warned with you, they're going to drop a bunch of stuff. The Hasbro panel Saturday, somewhere right around about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be prepared. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to be dropping as well. But if the Secret Wars wave was dropped on Wednesday, and look, you and I said there were some bangers out of this. We did the fan stream live with our reactions, and I got to tell you, I really happened to the Daredevil was the one that stuck out most to me because I just think he's a superior. But I know a lot of people were happy about the Magic character.
Yeah, those two sold out on Hasbro Pulse. They're still available on fan channels, but yeah, those are the two that sold out on Pulse. So, mid Marvel, yeah. I think there's a lot of debate back and forth on these figures. Daredevil, Magic both sold out on Pulse. I like this release. It's a fun release. Again, I only got funny story. I got Daredevil and Constrictor. So
okay. And see, my whole thing was I just ordered Daredevil. Just again, I think he's the superior version. I have a couple of the Toy Biz versions of the Falcon and everything else like that. I think he's a great character. I think I can just find him in the wild a little bit more. I don't think I need to worry. But the Daredevil, I had a feeling that that was going to sell out. And of course, obviously, like we said, we knew Magic was going to sell out because Scully lost his mind when he saw that too. So that was one of those indications where I knew it's like, this character's going. I also think one of the ones you could find in the wave, I think the Morphine Spider-Man, I think you'll be able to find that. I don't think that's going to be a hard one. Matter of fact, that might be the one, that and the Absorbing Man. I got a feeling those two you'll find on shelves peg warming a little bit more. Because the Absorbing Man, a lot of people don't know, that's a really deep dive into the comics. So that might not work itself out. Too well, Max Rebo wanted to let us know that that live stream was fun, even though I don't really collect. Yeah, and see, and again, I think that's a part of the team. If you can get people still excited and they're not into the line, you've done your job, you know.
Yeah.
And let's see, the Daredevil looks okay, just not a character I like. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said again, this one. I saw someone also online that put up the Toy Biz early version, or it might have been maybe no. I think that was the Secret War, the original Secret War version of Daredevil, in the same image of that. And it was kind of interesting to see, like 30 years removed from that and everything. You know.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Good morning,
Meeks,
Meeks.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I saw, like, when I was at Great Ohio Toy Show, I
Mhm.
saw the original Secret Wars, like, on card. They're fantastic, but people that have the original ones, they're just out of their mind when they ask for prices on them. It's like
Yeah.
it's not even worth it.
Mhm.
They're cool. They're cool to look at.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I will give credit though, the particular effect. I've seen some, like, out of packaging. They still work years after, which is pretty good, you know. And I kind of like that they preserve that in this wave. It's like hark back to the original wave, you know. But
yeah,
here's the thing that I've been seeing in the Facebook groups that I'm in, a couple of the Marvel Legends. Everyone's kind of a little bit ticked off about the Archangel, since they released one last year. And I think that was like, I think it dropped in like May or June of last year.
yeah. But
And then
that was for the X Force teams, though.
I know, but a lot of people are like, really, so quick? Another version of them, you know? Do you think
Yeah.
that kind of actually knocks the value of you purchasing them if you see a character the same? Like, well, he's a little different, but you know, a year removed from one another, kind of like pop up. Well, how do you feel about that?
No, I'm with Judge Dreads on this. What's up, CS? C's the director.
Good morning, sir.
So many goodies from all over. Yeah, I'm with Judge Dredd on this. I like my X Force one better, but I understand the release for this new one, because it is in the 97 wave,
Yeah,
and you got to remember that's coming back soon. So
true,
uh,
true.
yeah, I'm with Judge on that. I do like my X Force one a little bit more. So
Hmm. Yeah, well, and I think the X Force one does look a little bit more epic, different color wave and everything else like that. It does
mhm.
stand out though, And
Yeah,
again, like you said, we're looking forward to season 2 of X-Men 97, and
yeah.
that's probably going to be one of those things that might pique people's curiosity a little later down the line and everything. So, also, yeah, I normally only buy one fig of any character. That's a good rule. I wish I could follow that rule. All right. So then we drop in the 2 packs, and let's put it like this: the guys did a great job of not giving us the hostage packs. I think that both characters were both packs. Well, all the characters are, if you're into them, are must have. Actually, what do you think,
Mhm.
Pitt?
Yeah, these two packs, these are great, man. I don't think any of these are hostage. The Quicksilver is different than what they've done before. Black Widow's great. Bullseye's awesome. Muse is great. I love Muse the most out of
I
all
know.
these, but that Black Widow is a really good pull from the comics. So
Hmm. Hmm.
look, this is good. Again, we talk about it all the time. There's potential for every 2 pack um to be a hostage pack, and they didn't do it on this one. So
Yeah, and Judge Red said, "I have no idea who Muse is." If you didn't watch the Daredevil Reborn season 1, he was a villain that was, I think, he highlighted maybe in 2 or 3 episodes.
yeah,
But
he's a
also,
Daredevil.
Dave Mack, the comic artist, was one of it from his run. You might want to go check those out if you want to know a little bit more about the characters. But no, and I think the one thing I like about this Black Widow, they've released a couple of Black Widows, obviously ones from the MCU, and then they did one that was more comic accurate with the gray and everything, and this is just another great version. And gents, got to go back to work. Thanks for all you do. Hey man, have a good rest of your work day, sir. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. So, and the Quicksilver, this is a classic version of Quicksilver. I like the costume and everything. I like it. Even with the double packs, I'm not mad that you just come with like 2 sets of hands and 1 set of heads and everything. And then of course, there's a lot of accessories I think that you can get with Bullseye and the rest of the characters, man. I think
Yeah.
with the knives and everything. So I think this is for the money that they're charging for these. They're worth this.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's not. I don't have a problem with what they come with.
Yeah. So then from there, here's the thing that boom, we got another. It's burning holes in your wallets because it's gonna be doing that. The Maximum Thor, which we all said, and then of course everybody said, "Where? What about the Frog Thor?" But we made sure we highlighted him here, right there too. And he does come with a mini little hammer.
Yeah,
So,
I'm with you. If they would have made Throg a little bit more articulated, it would have
yeah,
been epic.
yeah.
And I know that there's a complaint about, oh, it didn't come with the spinning hammer for Thor, but it's like,
Yes.
I mean,
Hmm.
you could get that,
Hmm.
and then just put it with him. So, um, yeah, these are great releases, and then yeah, I think if they ever did a articulated version of Throg, I do think it would break Hasbro Pulse.
Oh yeah, I think it would. But this is still gonna break that. And then this is the one where again, Rap pointed us to it before we did the live stream the night before. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, Frog Thor is a hostage." Onslaught. Again, if you've got the Build a Figure, you got Onslaught. But if you had missed out on that, I like that they did this. I like also that's on a retro card back because the one thing about the retro card backs they're doing at Marvel Legends, they look great. And one thing that I like is that you can display them. Either you don't need to open up the packages, or you can. Either or, it works out well. But this is a really good figure. This one, they're saying it's $39.99. I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. I'm cool with that price, man. What do you think?
It's good. Look, I love Onslaught. Onslaught's story is awesome. The build a figure is great. Scully and I were talking about that. There's been conversations happening on the Discord.
Yeah.
Um, it's if you don't have Onslaught, it's definitely something that you should pick up. He's a great figure, cool backstory. I would have picked up Thor if he had his classic look. Yep.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Again, and Judge Dredd said he's going to pass on Thor as well, and he wants to let us know that obviously this is my most select. Thor is my fave. Yeah, well, that's a great. You've already got a great version of him. There's no need to. Again, for me, I'm going to pick up the Maximum one just to replace the Oliver Copley version one that came out a couple of years ago. And I think that this is the definitive Thor that's going to sit on my shelf. I love the cloth, the wire cloth cape. I think that's absolutely great. They do a really good job. The photographer that's knocking this out really did a really good job of making them look way more epic on the shelves. And I think that you have the opportunity of that. I like the lightning effects as well. Again, and the $55.99, $60. Yeah, it's he's definitely up there in pricing, but I do think that he is so far with just the imaging alone. I'm going to put him in. I think this is the best looking Maximum figure I've seen.
yeah, I mean he's good. He's great. They started off pretty rough with Spider-Man. But yeah, I think this is good. I'm into these are. I don't know where I'm at on Onslaught if I'm gonna get it yet because I have both of the previous ones, the Toy Biz and the Build a Figure. Um, Thor for sure I'm gonna grab. I just don't know the big differences on Onslaught, so I don't know
Mhm.
if I should get it or not. So
Yeah, it all depends. Like I said, if you've got the build a figure, I don't see, other than you just want to maybe have something that you're not worried about displaying as well, because a lot of times the build a figures, a lot of people they're valuable figures,
yeah,
this is one. But if you didn't get it, you didn't have the opportunity, this is a great one to get, man. And it's also pretty tall too. So, and they did some size comparisons next to some of the other retro card backs, and I'm glad that they just didn't put them at a standard size. They made them a lot larger than normal, and that goes with the price of $39.99. I think that works itself out and everything. Let's see. The Robotech Thor is probably the best that I've saw. Well, I haven't actually seen.
Yeah, that one is.
No.
I actually forgot about that. That one is a really good one.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check that one out. All right. And then Onslaught is mostly the bat with a new paint. Yeah, that's what I've heard. So hey, we'll see how that works. From there, Mezco knocked out some stuff, and I got some bad news for you. Is that while this dropped out early in the week and everything, this is a on if you want to sign up for the wish list over at Mezco, you can. This is going to probably be a tough figure to actually cope, but this is a great looking figure, man.
I love this figure. Scully and I both basically said we both said at the same time, like, oh, guess it's sold out. And then I was like, yeah, but we all know Rad got one, and he basically confirmed it. So
Yeah. I like the look of these. Go ahead.
No, yeah, these are great. I think it works in terms of it being black and white figures. Because it's really like, think about mob and mafia stuff. Like it's cool. This is, I think, their second or third one they've done. So their whole mob line back in the day was awesome too, by the way. So
yeah. This one kind of has that kind of like, while he looks mobster also well. I think if you've been, because I know they've been redoing a lot of the Dick Tracy figures, this kind of also has that kind of feel, it just got a really classic look. I love the black and white photography. I think, again, they really present this figure extremely well. It's 116 if you can find them. I don't know. You and I both we go over this all the time. Mezco is one of those things, if you didn't get it, then you're probably going to pay somebody aftermarket. And that's going to be the killer of it.
Also, if you were able to get it, let us know in the comments, because like I want to know who got this besides Rad.
Yeah. That would be actually cool. But again, this is another one we put on this burning a hole through your wallet, because this one's really right up on it. From there, Mezco also dropped off the Rumbler, their desert version of it, and it came with another figure that they've been dropping all the time, man. And look. One thing that Mezco does well is accessories, stands, all the extra stuff that you want with your character. It's never complete weapons. They've got clips and everything else like that. There's a lot of stuff to it. But actually, we saw the standard Rumbler version, the black one, that was at San Diego Comic-Con, and that shipped extremely quick. I'm wondering if that's going to be the same issue with this. Will this ship quick? Or is this one going to be the one where we have a little lengthy wait on? What do you think?
I think there might be a wait on this one. I think like the experience that you mostly get with Mezco is that there is a long wait on these, or a long wait time to ship. I mean, I'm still waiting on one I bought mid last year. So, this is the Rumbler, the original Rumbler they came out with was completely awesome. These are great. They're well built, fun. Rumbler looks good, but I got a Vanguard already pretty much the same. Yeah. So look, and I think that's it, is like you have to really start, because like 1/12 scale vehicles take up some room. So you got it. I know Rad had bought the original Rumbler. And even he said he was going to pass on this because he didn't need it. But I think what a lot of people wanted was this Gomez figure that came with it. And again, like to get the Rumbler and then this Gomez figure with all of the accessories for $325, it's really not a bad price. Well, that Gomez figure alone would probably be like $150, $160. So.
Yeah, and I think also one thing that Judge Red said, that the Vanguard is huge, and yet also you got to look at the price range too. The Vanguard comes with the figures, is a completely different price range than the Mezco one. I don't know about value wise though. I think Mezco's usually like you said, the Gomez figure is going to go up in pricing. So I think that's where the estimate. And again, we were talking about this with when it comes to all the Mezco stuff. Mezco is more of I would say it's like a speculation stock. It's like people truly, when they buy these, they think it's going to go up. I'm going to purchase this just because in the future it's going to be worth something. And I think that that's driven, the pricing with them, and it, also they've done their very limited stock value because we were at San Diego Comic-Con. You can buy this at San Diego Comic-Con at the actual convention, and they also
Yeah.
had a couple other figures that were very scarce to purchase in person. So, uh, I think they do good figures. I don't like the whole speculative version of their collecting or how they're actually making their purchases.
Yeah. My Vanguard was about 100. Good deal. Yeah. The Vanguard. I know too. Like, they actually have a really good deal on if you go on Valverse, you can get the mystery box, which is like $100, and it comes with a bunch of other stuff. So, like that's a really good deal.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, no one's matching that. Let's just be honest.
they are not. And
So
it's good for, again, if you want to get an entry into 112 vehicles, it's not gonna, because when you get into the classified stuff, it's costing you. You're not gonna get any version of like the Hasbro HasLab versions of the classified stuff for at that price range. So if you're entry, you want to get in and get a good vehicle for your bucks, yeah, the Vanguard's worth your money on that one. And
yep.
again, I think the mystery box thing is absolutely in a very cool way because you don't know kind of what you're getting, man, and that's kind of cool too, man. It's a little surprising. Sometimes it's hard to surprise collectors, so it's kind of cool
Yeah.
when you can do that, man. And yeah, Jester said, yeah, I don't buy toys to sell. That's good. That's good. So again, this one right here, this is also another waitlist one. We'll see if this comes back up or if it's some way around. I've got a feeling over the summer, those conventions, you're going to find this one. Some flipper's going to be selling this one for, again, like twice the value right there, but
Yeah, they will.
it's still kind of cool. From there, if you saw also early in the week, Mr. Larry Hama was at Midtown Comics and he did a drop. Now, first, everyone thought it was going to be the speculative cowboy-like character that they showed a couple of weeks on G.I. Joe Day. That was not the case. It was something completely different. And they put Don Moreno. And I'm like, wow, I did not expect. Now, here's the thing, Darth Moocher said this, and he was like, well, no, it's the Snake Eyes and everything. You got to read the Larry Hama comics to get into this one. For a while, she was Snake Eyes when Snake Eyes was taking a leave of absence in the afterlife. So, but it's worth, look, it's a Larry Hama created character. Always great to see that, even newer characters from this time period, if you've been reading his work over at Skybound now on The Real American Hero, next couple of months, he's got two new G.I. Joe characters. I'm sure they'll be classified at one point, but he's premiering two brand new characters in that book. So, he's adding more lore over the year, and this is the guy that basically created most of the lore. Let's see. I'll roll up right here. It says, yeah, classified as jumping the shark. Is that just me? Yeah, that's just you, Darth Moocher. They haven't jumped that shark yet. Until you see them with a shark, right? Then I'm like, yeah, they might have took that too far. Yeah, ordered Don just for the ninja. I'm a sucker for black and red. Just red, man of my own heart. But yeah, I think this is a really cool character. They could have taken like maybe like Jinx's body and kind of like really kind of done it, and he didn't. There's some new poses and everything else like that. The one thing I'll say is I've got to see this character in person because the one thing about the classified characters is I have no interest in girl boss Snake Eyes, but I'm happy for those that want this. All right, Commander Black. Like Shooter, when they came out with Shooter, they did a really good job of her shoes and everything, and she stands well.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Lady J do not. And that's the one character. I thought also Helix doesn't stand well. So I put them on the Moocher's 3D stands, because of the fact is that I needed some extra way of holding the characters up. I don't know about Don. I'm looking at the lower leg areas and everything, and I think you're probably going to need a stand to actually do this.
I mean, maybe I don't know. She looks better built than most
Yeah,
Most
we're gonna
of them.
see.
They've been doing a lot better on the female bodies than they did in the past. So
But this is a
uh,
great character, two heads and everything. Come to do two different versions. A couple of katanas, some weapons, and everything like that. Again, man, I just like I dig it that there's still like there's a point where I know they've been getting the Ninja Force and a couple other characters. I'm glad they're pulling some of the lesser known, newer Larry Hama creations to the point.
yeah,
Now, you and I respective on this is that I'm hoping that Larry Hama is being compensated better for some of it because they had him at Midtown Comics and everything. I'm hoping they're not using him as a prop, and that he's getting a little. I know they gave him a figure because he said on his Facebook post that he was able to attain that. So, but I'm hoping that because he's still. And again, we'll talk about this on Pixel Plastic Ink and everything, but we've always had that point about the comic creators, and they complain about not getting royalties, right? Yet here's Larry Hama still making newer Joe characters, and he's even said in the past that he's not compensated well. My point is, why continue to do this then? If you're never going to be compensated for it, then it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I gave him a $25 Wendy's gift card. Yeah, they might have. It's a cheated K-pop Demon Hunter version. I don't know, but I would not be surprised if they did that. And
it's a good figure, man. I mean, I like it. You gotta know, you gotta read into it, like you said. And look, it's cool. It's cool that they let him reveal it. So let's just hope he gets royalties off of it. Respect, Larry. Yep.
Yeah. I'm hoping something from that. So from there, we'll move on. Hot Toys. They've got some points right here, and this is another breaker of the wallet. But this looks good, man. This looks like Harrison Ford. I got to give him credit. Price range of $465. Release date between January to June of 2027. I think they nailed this one, man. What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, I mean it's probably one of the best ones I've seen. Look, they did a really good job with him on the more recent version of Indiana Jones they released. That I thought that was good.
Yeah.
So obviously they had some stuff they could pull from since it's the same actor playing both, right? This is cool, man. If you have to really like Hot Toys to want to buy these, but I could see why you would buy this one though. 465 does it come with Greedo too? That is not correct. No, sir.
No, it does not. And everything, accessories and everything. I said again, the price range again. That's what we put your wallet's on fire on this one emoji on the screen because this one's costing you. Looks great. There's some Hot Toys that are a little bit under this that are worth it. Some people are purists, may want to go out and get this and everything. I can't. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's worth the almost close to $500 getting it. That's a road a little too high for me, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pay that. I would pay 500 for and up for like vintage stuff.
Yeah,
just because it's but for modern stuff, I'm with Judge here. Like this is way past my base.
Yeah, this one's especially something where we've had this whole point about where there's a certain price range that you don't mind hitting, and yet these things are sitting on your shelves, and at that point, that's a little bit worth. And you're right. If it's vintage, if I have an opportunity to go out and get that, then most definitely. And hit up that's out of my pay scale and out of my display scale. There you go. And welcome in, Hayes. This one's a 1/4 scale. It's huge. Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah. And again, we're never telling you guys, hey man, not purchase this. This is just something that it's a road too high a little bit for myself. And it's right too. 1/4. It's kind of hard to put on displays and everything. And the one thing with Hot Toys is you want to have this in a display case. Don't leave Hot Toys out on the counter.
Yeah,
and everything.
you don't want
gathers dust and everything else like that. These are really fine, almost close to, I would say, museum quality, but close to it. You want to
these are real life, real skin.
Yeah. Yeah, like
these are
this one that you got to take care of a hot toy. This is not one where you just throw on. Yeah, it's just like a Marvel Legends. You just dust off every now and then. So I give them credit for that. Is that when you buy something like this, you definitely want to display it and take care of it real nice. I've seen some great displays with this. Costing that much, I got to rub my feet and make me sandwiches. Yeah, I don't know. Give it a couple of years. Hot Toy may come up with that, man.
Yeah.
From there and everything, Super 7. And yes, we'll talk tonight. There's a whole lot of Super 7 news going on and everything. But they've got their Thundercats Deluxe, and this is the cartoon versions. These are currently up on Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and over on Amazon. They're ranging from $35, although last night when I was checking this, Lionel was down to 31. So, I don't know how they're charging 35 for Snarf, though, man. Yeah, Snarf is half the size of the figure.
So yeah, so like Marvel, so Hasbro does like hostage packs, right?
Yeah.
And then Super 7 just does hostage characters.
Yeah.
So like you could get away charging like 18, 22 bucks for Snarf, but they're like, you know what? Let's just make the price point 35. Let's not sell anything and let's not make any money. And then that way we could buy more licenses that we still won't make money on. So they have a really different approach of doing business. His face is saying, "Buy it, I'm worth it, kid." Yeah.
Crazy, right? Yeah, I don't know that because when I looked, I had to look at this up again and everything. I'm just gonna say it: the F reaction figs. I don't care if they make cool figs. Never forgive them for the what's that? The
Shizza.
yeah, that is reaction. Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I think they're taking that Thundercats license and they're running with it. And they're running because now they're just reinterpreting characters from like standard ultimates to the deluxe to the cartoon deluxe to the they're trying everything for the Thundercat license. And I'm like, I understand, man. There's only so much Thundercats that we can have, man. But $35 for Snarf. Because again, I looked it up last night and I was like, and I looked at Amazon. I said, well, $35 for a character.
This is what happens.
The size of a regular character.
This is what happens when you go and you buy and you get a license and you make a promise you can't keep. Because remember, every license deal has a guarantee that they have to pay. So when you have a guarantee that you have to pay and you keep going and buying licenses or getting money for other licenses, I give them credit for trying something new. But for your debut 1/4 scale, you got to start with a Vader. That is true.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that they need to stop trying to get everybody to buy everything that they're making, because it's not something that's gonna happen, especially with like, look, they did the Thundercats tank and that was like $500, could have been half that price. You know what I mean? These prices are gonna have me eating ramen for weeks. Snarf. Yeah. I just don't see this where it comes with a sword in a hand or a dagger in a bag being $35.
Yeah. I love Thundercats for 30, but that's a little steep for a Snarf hard pass. Yeah, we were talking about this when they got another CEO in charge of everything for Super 7. What was it? I don't know if this is still from the old regime, because there are certain things that were in the pipeline when he obviously Brian stepped down, but I don't. This is a hard one, especially with not we've seen some other characters, like if you're looking at like Marvel Legends or any other company, they're going to give you way more accessories than that. So you just can't just drop stuff and have that price range and then not just give us a sword and a claw shield. And that's not a skill down. And then where some of this stuff is going to be heading to, right? It's that magical place and everything that we've gone to, that we've seen a bunch of Super 7 stuff over the summer called Ross and everything. So, they got to do a little bit better, man. Welcome in, sir. TD3 Trooper. What's up, my dudes? What's going on this morning, man? Or this afternoon, wherever you're at, man. Darmucha said, yeah, I had to stop buying everything. Just too much in the collection started getting over cluttered. It happens sometimes. Yeah, no love for Thundercats. Not at that point.
No.
And Sue John said the island of misfit toys, aka Ross. Yep. Yeah, I got a feeling that this one is. Yeah, wow. That one. I'm sure you'll start to see it as soon. After a while, it'll be discount on Amazon, and it'll go discount, clearance, and then they'll do their Amazon Prime Day. And yeah, this one's, Super 7, they need to really start thinking about their pricing and what they're doing,
Yeah.
From there, we'll knock it up. Where Joy Toys entered the world of TMNT, and they've been doing a pretty good job with that, actually. It's one of those aspects where I give them credit on it. Is that Rocksteady and Bebop? I know you said you really enjoyed these as well, right?
Yeah, I mean these are great. I think they do. Joy Toy does. I love Joy Toy and what they do with their license. They're different than everybody else. So these were awesome.
Yep. And again, there's no. Here's the bad thing. These are pre-order in Japan. I know there's a couple of places here that you can purchase it. They'll ship it to you. Just like the Turtle Van. I love them. We know Scully loves them. I think they're doing a good job on this. I think they're doing one of the better, interesting TMNT licenses that's out there and everything. We're going to talk tonight a little bit more about some of the TMNT type licenses going out a couple other places. So it will be ready for Pixel Plastic and Ink for that and everything. You said I just got my Joy Toy Metalhead, great fig. Yep. He said Super 7 did a Rocksteady, Robo Rocksteady. It's cool, but these look cleaner. Yep,
Yeah.
they do. All right, and then we'll roll into here's today dropped in, and we saw this over at Factory Entertainment at San Diego Comic-Con, and they're doing some museum grade stuff that looks really well. But this is their 3 3/4 line, Battlestar Galactica, and that dropped earlier this morning
7
over at
a.m.
Factory ENT for short for entertainment.com. If you go right over there, they've got they've got their Colonial Viper, and wow, this thing is 3 3/4, expected to ship in the fourth quarter of this year. Non-refundable $50 deposit on pre-order, but the balance is collected upon shipment. It's $219.99. I don't know about that for a 3 3/4, but here's the reason why I think they're going to charge that. This one has a light-up cockpit, turbo boost effects, and it actually, you can see right there, there's a hand control that you can change the lights and everything. This is approximately 17 and 9 inches long, so it's pretty cool. I don't know about the 219, but we've seen the stuff that they're making in person. They're making some really nice ones.
Yeah.
This also takes I think it's 3 AA batteries or
AAA,
AAA
3
batteries
triple for the ship and 2 for the remote. Yeah.
So, wow, man, that's it's cool. I'm surprised at 3 3/4 at that pricing, but lights and everything that kind of gives it. So, I know a lot of people were, really kind of like on the fence about this. We were looking at our Discord. A lot of people were happy about it as well. So I'm still considering it a lot, but it hits the feels. Yep, it does, man. Also, a couple more things. They've also dropped 5 characters. And again, this is from the 1978 series. This is not from the later one that was the sci-fi series. And so they got a couple of Cylons, the gold ones, and everything. Obviously, Apollo, Starbuck, and I think there's Boomer. I think this was kind of one of the funner lines that I think that people will be talking about. And you know what? I don't know what their balance meant, how much they're going to charge, how many they're going to ship, or whatever. And actually too, they've got the only thing that I did notice that they didn't do was when it came right down to it, these weren't sold individually. They were showing that you had to buy them as an actual an actual set. So we'll see if that's later. I don't think this is ever going to hit like department stores and everything. I think this is like basically the fan channels and through them,
Yeah.
So
well, we'll see. Everything's been pre-ordered by me, so
yeah, this is about Viper looks great. Wish they had that when I was a kid. Absolutely, Dr. Bradley. I will give you that. And let's see. It says looks like look like Luke Skywalker. Yeah, well, 6 characters, brother. You forgot the brother. No, he's in there, man. It's only 5, so it's like yeah, they've just got 5 on there, so he's in there. It just this was really the best photos that we could blow up right quick. So, man, we've got that down. We're gonna start wrapping this up because we're gonna let you guys start hitting into the work day. But as of always, we want to let you guys know that you can join and get all this information on the Syndicate Discord. That's right, the fastest growing Discord on the universe. You want to get over to the Syndicate Discord for all those pre-order links, for all the after show chats and everything you want to do. From everything, like you said, we put Battlestar Galactica there. You can talk about that there. You can talk about Star Wars. You can talk about anything that's to your fandom over at the Syndicate Discord. Make sure you join in the Discord. Just a little subscribe right there. Pull out your phones and hit that right there, and you can double check that out. And just to let you guys know, we do this 2 times a day. And today for Friday, and tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pixel Plastic Inc. with Rad, Dr. Brentley, Mr. Maddox, and myself. We're going to talk about Hasbro gets a Harry Potter license. If you haven't seen the trailer for Spider-Man Noel, you definitely want to check that out. Nick Cage is looking pretty good. That's an interesting version of Spider-Man. We're also going to have some pre-Toy Fair news. So as things start dropping in the day and we start hearing more things, we're going to put that in tonight. Also got some Transformers stuff that we did not bring up this morning that we're saving for tonight. And of course, pre-order Mafia, we always do that, and plastic news on SKN. And hey, if you want to know where we're going to be at, TFCon, March 13th through the 15th. I just heard that Frank Welker was added to the voice cast. So you got Peter Cullen and Frank Welker that's going to be on Saturday and Sunday at that show. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never seen those 2 actors in person, so that's going to be kind of cool. And that's going to be at the Burbank Marriott, and myself, Scully, and Mr. Maddox. We'll see if Rad's going to come with us. And then the 27th through the 29th of March, we will be at Toy Atlanta, and we will be doing our first live remote from that convention. So, and here's a special treat. Got a 2 for you. Not only are we going to be there, but Scully's actually going to be at WonderCon, and we're going to actually streaming from the Toy Atlanta, and we will have him on special correspondent at WonderCon. So you're going to get to see what, if you can't make it out, you're going to see what 2 cons were. And look, Darth Moocher says that, hey, I want to go with you guys to TFCon. Well, that's it. Not too hard, brother. We will link up with you. So Darth Moocher from the Starlight Digest podcast will be there through those days. So we'll all set that up. We'll let you guys know what day, if we're going to go do both days or go one day. We'll let you guys know where you guys can find us at. From there, man, I'm looking forward to tonight, man. There's a lot of stuff for Pixel Plastic Inc. tonight, man.
There's so much stuff happening. There's so many ways to buy toys over the next, from starting now till probably December, you're going to be throwing money out. Hell yeah. Thanks for the toy fix this AM. I appreciate you both so much. Thanks, gents.
Yep.
The Real Royal, thank you for popping in.
Thank you.
I'm happy we just picked up another person to go with us to TFCon.
Absolutely great too. And if you guys haven't done that, make sure that you're doing the number one thing that we ask everyone to do for the channel. Make sure you are actually subscribing to the channel, turning on those notification bells, liking the videos. And also one thing too is let us know for all of our channel members out there. We like to thank the Shadow Elite. We would like to thank the Syndicate and the Prospects, and it's only growing. Thanks so much for you guys supporting us. All that money goes right back into what we do all day, back into the channel. And also our giveaways, which we've got one coming up pretty soon, the figure flight packs that we will be doing. And that's basically, if you ever had a beer flight, then that's the same kind of way. We give you a certain amount of figures that you can try from different brands or across different brands of the one company, and that you can try out. Maybe you've never done that and you just want to check them out, and you can say yay or nay from that. So other than that, man, hey, we could do this all day, but guess what? We got to do it all night, man. So, that kind of makes things a little difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be good for everyone's fandom, for everyone to jump in. There's so many things happening, dropping, and we are just at the start of it. It's been good. I think Commander Bly said here he's now doing a 1/4 scale Hot Toys flight, which is good. Yeah, look, it's been fun. This is, again, make sure you check us out tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for Pixel Plastic Inc., where we'll get into a little bit more details of what's going on. And while we have a show planned, there's things that could pop up that we have no idea about, which may change the whole process of it. And if you're trying to track your collections, don't forget to head over to toyhunter.com and download the app over there. That is probably one of the better ways to track your collection. It is in beta on iOS and Android. iOS is in the approval process and soon to be approved. But yeah, I mean, yeah, outside of that, man, I think we gotta leave now and start prepping for tonight, because Toy Fair, some of the pictures we're seeing come in are just kind of, it's gonna be a problem on our bank accounts. Let's put it that
this
way.
is just the pre stuff too. They don't even start it until Saturday. They already starting to hit that up.
Yeah.
So wow.
So
also, on the bottom of the screen, make sure that we've got our sponsor, plasticnews.com, right there. They're giving you your weather. They're giving you all the updated latest toy news on that ticker. That's provided by plasticnews.com. Get all your news from Plastic News, your trusted news source. So I got to make sure we've hit up everybody other than Bandai Monster, SH Monster Arts. It's a sponsor for the channel as well. See more stuff of that tonight and everything. And there's a Kaiju Files episode that's being prepped right now. We finally got that in order. But hey, man, we got to run out of here, man. So end it like you always do. Want to thank everybody for tuning in this morning. Please tune in tonight. Let's get this going, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everybody. This has been your week in review. I am Chet Maddox along with Alexander Storm. Thank you for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And as always, keep chasing that plastic dragon, and we'll see you all next time.
Ay, 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 ay. I just wanna have fun. Come and beat me up.